I'm Bear Grylls and I'm going to be showing you how to survive in the wild. This time I've dropped into Mexico. I'm going to be exploring the Donald Trump wall. My crew and I are going to be investigating the cost effectiveness of the wall and the various costs of the materials and workers used to build it. As you can see, I'm a professional and definitely not someone who should be taken lightly.
G'day and welcome to the wall. Now, Trump's wall, is it cost effective to build it? Or ain't it? That is the big question here for today, mates. Now, before we jump to any conclusion about the cost effectiveness of Donald Trump's wall, we first must ask ourselves, what part of the United States national budget is this wall going to fall into? Well, I'm here to tell you. Now, you see, former President Barack Obama's discretionary budget plan for 2017 has been divided into 12 different sections. In order to pick the correct section that this wall will fit into, we have to look at the situation. Well, since Mexico is involved, we are going to put this under the realm of international affairs. Now, the international affairs budget has about $39.5 billion at its disposal. I know, it's quite a bit of money, mates. Now, Bernstein Research has dictated that the cost of concrete and cement put together for this wall is going to clock in at about $951 million. With numbers like that, I can definitely say, without a shadow of a doubt, that this wall is not cost effective within this budget. Now hold on to your wee kilt there, Mr. Grylls. 951 million? That's not very much at all. I mean, you have a budget of 39.5 billion. How can you say it's cost ineffective if it doesn't even take up a major percentage of your budget? Hey, shut up you. I'm getting to that. Now, you see, while Bernstein's estimate at the material cost may not be very much, you're failing to take into account the worker cost, which is much, much higher. Now, along with the material cost, Bernstein Research has also come up with an approximate total cost of Donald Trump's wall, which is very enlightening because it allows us to see that most of the cost lies in the workers. Power to the working man. Anyway, that's off topic. Anyway, they've come up with a total from anywhere between $15 billion and $25 billion, which means that for workers' cost, it will be anywhere between $14 billion, $49 million, and $24 billion, $49 million. Sorry, I studied there. Anyway, so this means if it costs $24 billion, $49 million, that means that the approximate total cost will be $25 billion, which is about 2/3 of the budget. Now wait a minute. While $25 billion is quite a bit of money, you said it was between $15 billion and $25 billion. If it's $15 billion, that's not such a real loss. I mean, come on. I'm still not convinced with you.
Right, fine. Let me prove it to you. Math. I'm going to be calculating the cost of this wall myself. Now, FamilyHandyman.com has priced their concrete at $90 per cubic yard. A quick divide by 3 and we get $30 per cubic foot. With that in mind, we take the length at 2,000 miles, convert that into 10,560,000 feet. According to the Washington Post, Donald Trump has mentioned the different potential heights of the wall, and so we'll be figuring the cost of the wall at 18 feet, 30 feet, 35 feet, and 40 feet tall. We'll also be taking an assumed thickness of 5 feet. Now, when you calculate it out, there's some staggering numbers. For 18 feet tall, you're going to get a cost of about $28,512 million. At 30 feet, you get about $47,520 million. 35 feet, you get about $55,440 million. and at 40 feet a whopping $63,360,000,000. However, that ain't the only price we got out here in the wild. MasterWholesale.com sells their concrete at $4.63 for a 60-pound bag. One 60-pound bag covers about 0.45 feet cubed. Now, if you run the numbers once more, we find an approximate number of bags that you need to make your very own Donald Trump wall is 11,733,334 bags. Oh, yeah. Now, converting that into money, we get $9,788,560,556 for an 18-foot wall, $16,297,600,930 for a 30-foot wall, $19,013,867,750 for a 35-foot wall, and grand total of $21,730,134,570 for a massive 40-foot wall. Now, onto the workforce. Length of the border matters a great deal. 62.85% of the border is made by Texas with 1,257 miles, 19.55% by Arizona with 391 miles, 9.8% by New Mexico with 196 miles, and 7.8% by our very own California with 156 miles. Given an assumed build time of 3 years, we split that time into the various percentages and find the various amounts of time required in each state. After doing that, we need to know what minimum wage is in each state. Minimum wage in California right now is $10.50. Minimum wage in southern Arizona is $10. Minimum wage in southern Texas is $7.25. And minimum wage in southern New Mexico is $9. Now, converting the percentages into time spent, we can find the cost of each worker per state. Now, it's been estimated that the wall will create between 21,200 jobs and 25,600 jobs. Here are the stats for both. Also, here are the stats for a solid steel wall.